As part of our unit on sustainability, today we're going to make junk jewelry. Using things like magazines, cardboard, bottle caps, pipe cleaners, and other odds and ends, you can create beautiful jewelry that anyone would be happy to wear. Let's start with one of my favorite and easiest techniques, paper beads. Start with a colorful page out of a magazine and cut a thin, long triangle. Once you have a few, run a glue stick on the opposite side all the way down. Get a pencil, and towards the end of the pencil, where the point is, place the widest part of your paper triangle and then just roll it up, trying to keep the paper straight. Get a cup of Mod Podge. It's like a thin glue, and an old brush, and brush the Mod Podge all over your paper. Try to keep most of it on the paper. Before it dries, you can slide it off of the end of the pencil and set it on a piece of aluminum foil. These are a few I made earlier. They've dried and they're shiny. When you have a collection of paper beads made, you can string them on a necklace. Notice the colors on this bracelet. They must have been looking for certain colors when they cut their triangles. Next, let's make a pendant or brooch using collage techniques. A brooch is a piece of jewelry pinned to a jacket or sweater. A pendant is a large charm hanging at the bottom of a necklace. Using cardboard shapes, we can create pendants or brooches. The first thing I do is get a magazine paper from a catalog to become the background. I can cut the extra parts off once it's all glued down. Then I arrange them. Glue them down with a glue stick. And using colored pencils, I can fill in some of that background paper. I think using the background paper just gives it more visual interest. Eventually, I will glue a pin back to the back of the brooch. I think my brooch is done. As a final step, I'll use the Mod Podge again and just brush a thin layer over my brooch. This will help protect it, and it'll give it a clear, glossy shine when it's done. Here's a picture I found. I think I'm going to create a pendant with this. I glued it down to the piece of cardboard. Then using a smaller hole punch holes along the edges and I can wrap a pipe cleaner through it, kind of like I'm doing an overstitch. I only did one side, but I will keep going and it'll just create a nice decorative edge. If you want a shape that you don't have available, you can use one of the templates. I'm cutting out a circle from a piece of cardboard. I wanted to make a cameo. A cameo is a Victorian style of necklace that was popular. It usually featured a face inside of an oval. I found these oval shapes and I'll trim one out. Chose a background color. I'll glue the oval to a piece of construction paper. I think I'm going to make a cameo featuring a cat. The cameo was usually just a silhouette. Can trim off the extra paper. Can start to lay out my design for my necklace and pendant. I noticed this cheetah and I thought, ooh, my pendant is a cat. I could add this big cat print. Using many techniques in this necklace: paper beads, collage, drawing. Just remember, there's no formula to junk jewelry. You're only limited by your imagination, so play with the materials and see what comes into your head. I can't wait to see what you make.